Alrighty, let's play some aggression games. This theme gets you every time. Great stuff. Thanks. Yeah, no, yeah, the person that did it, the person who composed it is absolutely phenomenal. I had it created for the channel and I could not be happy. I don't know why I'm pulling out Brotherhood. I could not be happier about it. I think it is just an incredibly good theme, and so I was so thrilled when I heard for the first time. I still think that the Lord of the Rings is the better one. The Lord of the Rings is very soothing. It just gives me that Lord of the Rings vibe, but they're all just so good. I did a Lord of the Rings, a Marvel, and a Lovecraftian feel, and so all of those are so much fun. Whew, alrighty, so we're gonna remove our armadillo stuff. We will add in horror. Forgot who suggested that, but we're gonna play horror against the um against Nebula aggression. Nebula aggression. I think we're gonna feel, and we may do something kind of similar to what we were running last time. Not super similar, but just something that there it is. Okay, I was like, where's my last armadillo card? I put it over there. Um, so horror. I like horror. Nebula aggression. I think I like the idea of what we were doing, but I think I want to, especially with the amount of minions that we're going to see, lean into overkill, which is something that I've seen online, and I do think that it works really well because we have the. I'm never going to remember the names of her technique events. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that is not going to happen. Cutthroat Ambition gives her overkill. So I'm thinking that we may be able to have some fun with that. We could also run into hand cannon, which gives her overkill, but I do think that a overkill build seems pretty fun, especially with all the minions. That being said, oh, and this is all of her attacks gain overkill. Ooh, ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, hold on. Hone technique, it's absurd right here. Hone technique is incredibly powerful, right? Because all of her attacks gain overkill, which means that we can. Oh my gosh. A follow through deck is too slow for solo, I think. I really want to try it though. I think it's just going to. I think follow through in solo is win more. That being said, Nebula and Spider Ham are the only two I don't have, considering one or the other for one way or another. Oh, did one way or another come in Nebula and Spider Ham? Um, I think Nebula is more fun than Spider Ham. Spider Ham is significantly stronger than Nebula. So Spider Ham is fun. Spider Ham is fun. Spider Ham is very powerful. He's probably the second best hero in the game after Strange. Whereas Nebula is, if you play true solo, Nebula can struggle. Nebula can struggle because she's not the greatest solo hero. Okay, we're gonna do Hone Technique. Hone Technique sounds really fun. Um, we're gonna run two of them just for consistency once we get it out. Plus, it's the wild resource, but we do have Nebula Ship, which is a wild resource generator. Um, so we can hit that kicker pretty much every single time, and we're gonna just run some expensive cards and some high damage cards. What goes there? I don't like that. That's really funny though. I thought I put all my cards away. Oh well, here we are. Ooh, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. Okay, let's go into the fray. So into the fray becomes a 3/4/9 on a minion with overkill once we have Cutthroat Ambition on. So if we're hitting Toad, who has, or Pyro, who has 3 health, we're removing 6 threats, which is overkill here. Pun not intended. And then overkill onto Toad. Spider-Man probably has more reprints than Nebula if you aren't hot on either hill. Overwatch is a great card. Overwatch is phenomenal. We're gonna run the assault training. Yeah. We're gonna try it again. We're going to run Assault Training, which allows us to shuffle a red event into our deck. And so that's going to allow us to just hit the consistency a little bit more. My Spotify DJ is decided that we are running heavy into Rise Against right now, and I'm here for it. These are the gray cards. We do want to run the doubles. Let's go ahead and grab those. There's my other double. Aha. So we got the doubles. We do want Professor X. That being said, we also want Psylocke. We want access to Confuse. I think with X, her techniques and Psylocke were pretty good. You've seen Rise Against live so many times. They're always great. Nice. I've only seen them twice live, I think. They put on a heck of a show, though. They put on a really good show. Let's focus on red cards right now, and we'll come back to our gray stack here in a second. I don't think we need marked. Marked is interesting, but I don't think we need marked because of the ability over here. Now that's okay. There's a really cool two-handed game here where Nebula runs with a X-Men, and they drop Team Strike, and you run an X-Men swarm on Nebula, and you can exhaust and get overkill for everything because you can divvy it up and follow through. That's a deck. Thanks, Dong. I don't like either of them. I really don't like the pig character, so I could make use of arrows as a top as an ally too. So I'm leaning Nebula at the moment. I like Nebula. I think she's a ton of fun. Hall of Heroes could be interesting. Anyways, so let's go uppercut. I mean, 3 for 8 with Hone Technique, and then with Overkill is really good. We'll probably run 2 copies of Melee, would be my guess. We could run more. Godslayer, the minions are all unique. Oh, that would be fun. I don't think Godslayer is a good card, but I am always looking for ways to run it. Or like times to run. So let's run Godslayer. Let's do it. Oh, I haven't run Godslayer in a long time. That'll be fun. Let's do that. So we got Melee, and we'll grab one. Do we want? No, we don't. Well, we're gonna run Godslayer. Yeah, let's do it. That's fun. Okay. So that gives us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Let's go grab our ally. We want Psylocke here. We need Power of Aggression probably. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Power of Aggression is in play. Okay, so we got Power of Aggression. Sweet. So much excitement for a card it's not that I don't like it. I like Godslayer. I think that's a fun card. I don't think it's a good card. And so like I'm talking power level when I'm talking good. I think it's a fun card. And so when I get a chance to play it, I'm very excited to play it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Also, Nebula is I mentioned this last stream. Nebula is the hero with the lowest cost curve of all the heroes that we have. And so adding in higher cost, like a higher skew of cards is not out of the question when building for her. We need more allies. We need more chumps. I think that's going to be where we fall apart a little bit. How many cards do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and grab Groot. That's 20. We got 5 spots left. Do we want okay. What are our home techniquable cards? We have Into the Fray 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 home techniquable cards, and we also have assault trainings to shuffle them back in. So I think we're fine there. I guess my question, our basic attack once we have Godslayer on the table. I want combat training. But once we have combat training and Godslayer on the table, our basic attack is a 5. So that to me rules out meditation as like a playable option, because I would rather use my basic to attack at 5. So combat training is here. Quick strike is really interesting. Quick strike in a home technique deck is really interesting. Oh, I never thought about that at all. Okay, so quick strike, deal damage equal to your attack. Currently it would be 3. That becomes a 2 for 5 card. Godslayer is the new meta. Quick strike in a home technique card becomes a 2 for 5. If we're at the courtyard or wherever, it gets us +1, 2 for 6. Do we run? I kind of, that's weird. That's weird. I like it. It's weird. We also, like I said, we are going to get our chumps. We never did. Let's go ahead and throw some chumps in there. I kind of want to run Quick Strike. That sounds a lot of fun. Let's do that. And then do we run Symbiote? Okay, so with we can get Symbiote suit up to 4. That means Quick Strike is doing a 2 for 6. I think we run Symbiote suit here. Mainly because all of our attacks have overkill. If we have Godslayer, that puts us at a basic attack of 6 with overkill with the Cutthroat Ambition. Yeah, let's run. Kit is also in play with a 6. Let's run Kit and Symbiote suit. That puts us at 42 cards, which I don't think is unreasonable, just because she does have a lot of card draw. And do we have stuff to pay for it? I think if Symbiote suit is kind of a resource generator, it gives us a +1 hand size. We have Nebula ship, which is a resource generator. We could drop a Helicarrier as another. How's threat looking? We're probably good on blocks with Blocking Bird, Ironheart. Our statuses, we're probably fine with that. What was I? I don't even remember what I was trying to debate to put in. Got 42. I'm happy with 42 cards. Oh, Helicarrier. 43 with a Helicarrier. If we go Helicarrier, we may as well go Mansion. Do we drop Mansion? Let's go Mansion. We'll go 43 cards. Godslayer and 43 cards is the new meta. Yeah, that's true. But we're leaning into overkill, right? So we got Cutthroat Ambition. That's going to be our main target, is to get Cutthroat Ambition and trigger that as much as possible. Or not trigger it, keep it on the table as much as possible, because we have Piercing and Overkill with that. I don't know if we need, yeah, we'll run it, we'll ship it, we'll talk about it after, but I think we probably could cut out some stuff because we are specifically looking for cards. I try and keep those decks to the minimum size of 40 if I can. So yeah, it probably is better to cut out 3 cards. Maybe Into the Phrase could be cut. One of the home techniques could be cut. You could probably cut out. I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But I do think that we could probably get it down to 40 fairly easily. I'm excited. This is going to be cool. Okay. We got the horror mod. We'll shuffle up Toad and everything. Or we'll shuffle up the villains and everything and put the right one in there. Hopefully it's not Toad. Gosh, I hope it's not Toad. Toad as a first villain is not the greatest. Also, I haven't played a ton of horror, so horror will be fun. Put save the school, all that good stuff. Deal each player an encounter card. We'll reroll a 5 or a 6. Got 2. Each character gains retaliate 1. That is... Ow. Yeah, okay, it's Toad. Good. So Toad comes in with 16 health. I'm at 9. Toughness. After Toad activates and damages the character you control, discard 1 card at random from your hand. So I guess we could go tough. We go tough. And that prevents Toad from completely wrecking us. This starts with 1. Let's see what we got. We got an assault training. Weapons Master. Weapons Master. Cutthroat Ambition. Beautiful. Combat Ready. 2, 4, 5, 6. Into the Fray. We're going to toss a into the fray. We're going to toss a assault training. I'm going to toss a Weapons Master because we can shuffle it back in with Combat Ready. We're going to shuffle. We're going to toss a Weapons Master. We get a Uppercut. A Symbiote Suit. Too early to play that. Nebula Ship. Beautiful. And a Groot. Nice. Okay. Let's use a Uppercut and Symbiote Suit to play a Nebula Ship. We'll use Nebula Ship to play a Cutthroat Ambition, which will draw us into a Blocking Bird and a Kit. We'll toss these 3 for Blocking Bird. We'll stun Toad. Blocking Bird will knock the Tough off and take 2 damage. No, wait, that's crazy. Blocking Bird is going to thwart 1. We'll maintain the Tough here. And Nebula can take the Tough off whenever she feels like it with her piercing. I think we're staying in altar. Kit or sit. I think we're gonna stay in altar. Losing the retaliate 1 is not the end of the world. We do that on a 3 boost, which if that happens, that happens. But we're gonna stay in altar just so we can get some more cards and get built a little bit quicker. We got Gamora, got Cutthroat Ambition. It's a little sad to see both of those. A melee, Uppercut, X, 2, 4, 5, Quick Strike. Okay, we're gonna add 1 here. Toad is going to scheme for 3 plus 3. There it is. Alrighty, that's 6. We lose the main. We'll flip into each character gets +1 attack. Yeah, right. I was like, that's not gonna happen. We got Werewolf Pack. Defeat an ally you control and place it face down under Werewolf Pack. When Werewolf Pack would be defeated, discard an ally from under it instead, then heal all damage from Werewolf Pack. Okay, Werewolf Pack is now hanging out. And we got Bandolier of Stakes. Surge uses 3 stake counters. When revealed, you may spend 1 resource of any type to attach this card to your identity. Otherwise, discard this card. When your hero makes a basic attack, remove one state counter from here. Your hero gets +1 attack for that attack, and it gains piercing. Nice. You can spend one resource of any type to attach this to your identity. I guess we'll do that. We're going to do it for... We're going to go uppercut. No, we're going to go quick strike. That's cool. That's a fun card. I don't think I've ever seen that card. Trying out Spiderweb, aggro, protection, repurpose deck seems good so far. Would playing Wasp Ally for 0 and letting it die instantly just for the stat boost considered cheating? I don't think it'd be considered cheating. I just don't know if it works that way. Does it? I don't know. That's interesting. Surge is into an assault, which surges into a pyromaniac. We'll go find Pyro. Well, that was a tough first turn. I think maybe you could... I think that works. It is a weird one. It is a weird one. Okay. Let's go uppercut to play a Cutthroat Ambition. Draw 2 cards. Combat ready, nice. And a strength. We'll use combat ready to shuffle in our weapons master. Back into our deck. Okay. I think we have to flip up at this point. We got X. It's gonna be fine. Okay, we're gonna flip up to Nebula. We're gonna use a... Oof, this is not great. Nebula ship, strength. Play Professor X. We'll confuse Toad. We're gonna get hit for a lot. I guess Pyro last time when he was attacking me, I think he had +1 attack. I forgot about that. We're gonna hang on to melee. Toss that. So we are actually going to attack and use one of these to kill Pyro. We get +1 attack here. Oof. We'll take 3, I guess. Okay. We're going to hang on to... Are we going to hang on to melee? I think we'll hang on to melee. Now, I want to search for Hone Technique. Evasive Maneuver. Lethal Intent. Wide Stance. Power of Aggression. Ironheart. Alrighty. We'll place 1 threat here. We will remove Stun. Professor X is going to block the 4 attack from Werewolf Pack. And encounter card. Cut off guard. Discard an upgrade support you control. It's going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. We're just going to discard Cutthroat Ambition. Whew. I forgot. I didn't realize X can attack for 1. That's good value. Yeah. I think it is. On my turn, Cutthroat Ambition will trigger. We'll remove 1 here. And we're off to the races. We will go ahead and probably flip down, honestly. We could... We'll attack for 2 here. Or 3 here. 3 here. +1 attack. We'll attack for 4. Heal all damage. He's still there. Okay, that's fine. We will flip down. Nebula ship will play a evasive maneuvering. Which will draw us into a weapons master and a wide stance. Alrighty. We've got Lethal Intent and a Wide Stance to play Ironheart, which will draw us into a Unyielding Persistence. Why do we always draw all of our techniques together? Ironheart will throw 2 damage on the werewolf back. Go Wide Stance for Unyielding Persistence. Honestly, we may hold on to these. They don't get us anything right now. This gets us net 2 cards later. And we're about to draw on, we have to draw into a Hone Technique soon. So I think we're just going to hang on to those 2 and we'll stand up. Come on, big money. Combat Training, that also works. Assault Training, that also works. Lethal Intent. Ooh, I do like that, actually. I do like that. And a Mansion. Probably not dropping that this turn. 2, 4, 6. Sweet. We're going to add 1. Toad is confused. Werewolf Pack is not confused and scheming for 1. And our encounter card is a Brotherhood Beatdown. Toad is in play. Discard 1 random card from your hand. You know how much I love random card discards. Oh my goodness. Let's see. We got 1. Power of Aggression. That's sad. That's really sad. Okay. Here we are. Our turn, Nebula Ship is going to play Weapons Master, which will draw us 2 cards. Quick Strike and a Weapons Master. Alrighty. Huh. We need 1 damage over here on Ironheart. Do we drop a Mansion? The opportunity cost of dropping a Mansion right now is pretty high. Actually, we probably keep Lethal Intent. Drop Weapons Master for a Mansion. Does that help us better long term? I think it probably does. Let's go ahead and scrap these 4 for a Mansion. And then we'll draw into a Psylocke. That is sad to see. Psylocke is really hard, really tough to see right now. Because I really want to play Psylocke. Getting her on the next deck pass is going to be tough. We have to push our efficiency though. Let's flip up. We'll use Psylocke to play Lethal Intent. And we will... I think you're in a good place for Mansion. Sweet. Cool. Yeah. Lethal Intent hits. We will stun Toad. We will go ahead and attack the werewolf pack and kill it. We don't have overkill, unfortunately. It's tough, but I think the board is in a manageable place without needing your hand. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The problem is that this weapons master is going to run into a tough, which unless we could get a minion. Let's go ahead and stand up. I would rather keep Ironheart around for a block if need. There's a Lethal Intent. There's an uppercut. Where are my Hone Techniques? There's Godslayer. There's a Hone Technique. 2, 4. Into the fray. Okay. Sweet. We got 1 threat here on the main. Toad is stunned. And we got an encounter card. The Brotherhood. Each Brother minion gains Quick Strike. Comes in with 5. That's got to go. We're going to confuse Toad. We're going to give Nebula a tough status card. And we're going to do the most inefficient 4 damage to knock out the tough the world has ever seen. Sweet. Mansion will draw us into a Oh! Oh! Boom. Love it. Huge. Let's go Genius and a... Ship for a Hone Technique. Get that onto the table. Um, I think we just set this up. I mean, here we are. We'll throw Godslayer on the table. I like it. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 here. 2-4. We're gonna lose Ironheart. I want her in the reshuffle. Take 1 here. Yeah. Take 1 there. We're still at 9 health. We're fine. That puts Ironheart in the reshuffle. We have a tough to protect, so let's go ahead and stand up. It's all coming together. Bet you have another home technique there. We're gonna be resolving 3 encounter cards. We're in so much trouble. Do we flip down? No, because then we'll lose the main. There's no way we don't lose the main if we... Okay. Got home technique, melee, energy, power of aggression, and blocking bird. There's all of our all of our money. Okay. Add 1 here. That's getting a little scary. Toad is going to activate against us. We'll take it. And damages a character, so we're fine. So 2 plus 2. It's going to knock the tough off. Did not damage. We're going to go 3 encounter cards. Protect the students. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got 2, 4, and Crisis. Okay. We got Shadows of the Past. Good. Good, good, good. That's what you want. You got Gamora coming in. Force interrupt. When this minion would enter play, discard the Gamora ally from play. After Gamora attacks and damages you, choose a discard and upgrade you control. Gross. Nebula gets -1 thwart, attack, and defense. Gamora gets +1 attack and her attack scheme piercing. That comes with 2. Team, I'm a little scared. And then this gets shuffled in. So Gamora's at a 4 attack. That's probably not great. We do have her sword, though, so that's kind of nice. Oh, we do have a melee as well. And we got Avalanche. Okay. Let's go Mansion to draw a card. So Lethal Intent does not help us here. Let's go Power of Aggression and a ship to play melee. So that's 6 and 6. That's going to wipe these 2. We use energy and a hone technique to play Blocking Bird to stun. Here. Oh, and he had Quick Strike. Avalanche had Quick Strike. So I will take in 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhaust Nebula. That's not good. That's really bad. We are in a lot of trouble. Okay. We will thwart 1 here. Take a We're in trouble, team. We're in a lot of trouble. But here we are. We'll stand up. Got Lethal Intent. I'm gonna keep Lethal Intent. Symbiote. Wide Stance. Combat Ready. X. Okay. I'm gonna add 1, which takes us to 5. X helps a lot. X is a huge thwarter for us. Toad is stunned. We got 2 encounter cards. The first one being Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. Okay. That's not good at all. That's really, really bad. We are not a fan of what just happened. That may be lethal. That's a lot of threat to get rid of. And Advance removes Confuse. That actually works really well. Okay. Mansion will draw us into a Psylocke. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got the ship. We got Suit and Lethal Intent to play Professor X, which will confuse Toad. We got 3 off of here. We'll go 2 off of here. We'll go 1 off of here. We'll use Combat Ready to play Wide Stance. We'll hang on to Psylocke. Okay, let's stand up. Got Strength, that's nice. Wide Stance into the fray. And a Cutthroat Ambition, so 2, 4, 5. Okay, so the Cutthroat Ambition into the fray works really well. If we can get a minion, we're in much better shape. But here we are. Okay, so we're going to add 1. We're at 6 out of 7. Toad is going to attack. We'll block with X. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4. And we discard a random card from our hand. We'll reroll a 6. Cutthroat Ambition. Okay, our plan is not as good anymore. We got 2 cards. Homo Superior. This gains Surge into a Old Rivals. Gamora attacks you. No attacks from me this way. This card gains Surge. Under Siege. Oh my gosh. That comes in with 3. And then this card gains Surge. Surge. Exhaust your identity. Yikes. Protect the student. Oh, that's game. We're going to call a game there. Because we cannot thwart. We're gonna roll that one back. This is intense. I mean, like, I guess that means we don't have enough thwarting. But, well, I mean, Master Plan really messed with what we were doing. But we can't thwart 6 and we lose on our next turn, right? Because we got 2. No, we don't even have 2. We're exhausted. I guess what would Mansion bring? Power of, yeah, no, we're good. Let's try that one more time. Let's try that again. That was intense. That was crazy. We'll do it again. Okay. Ouch. Oh, I need to take the Gamora stuff out. Or the Nebula Nemesis. Okay. Okay. We got this. We're fine. We're fine. 2. 3. 4. All right. The Protect the Student side scheme is really nice until you get a lot of them and you don't have a lot of thwarting. Okay. Also, we were exhausted so many times going into our turn. So we got Avalanche, and we got something else. We got another like bad. Oh, exhaustion. Yeah, we got hit with exhaustion. Alrighty. Oh, that was my hand. Okay, so I think I'm not 100% sure what we do differently. I think Toad is always tough to see first turn just because he hurts tempo, which he didn't hurt tempo too badly. I think if we can get, I think we need to not get swarmed by, we got swarmed by minions right there at the beginning too. We don't get swarmed by minions if we focus on thwarting side schemes. I don't know. Yeah, I think thwarting is the big issue here. I do really want this quick strike thing to work. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's not my fault, it's the encounter's fault. That's what I'm saying, apparently. Okay, let's do this. Nebula Smash. Okay, so we're gonna get an encounter card. Yeah, 1. We'll reroll a 5 or a 6. 3. Every character gets +1 attack. We're seeing a lot of that one today. And we'll reroll a 5 or a 6. 3. Pyro. Oh, Pyro is so tough. Pyro, after Pyro attacks, you discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Take 1 indirect damage for each printed resource icon discarded this way. Pyro has pretty much a 3 attack. And then plus a boost. Milling your... Pyro is not fun. Pyro is not a fun character. Okay. That's our encounter card. We got 6. 2, 4, 6. Let's see if we can get another Nebula ship turn 1. That was nice. Or mansion turn 1. Symbiote turn 1 is not what we are looking for. We got Quick Strike, Power of Aggression, Melee, Ironheart, and Lethal Intent. I think we're going to mulligan pretty hard here. We'll keep Ironheart. We could keep Power of Aggression. Thinking about keeping just these 2. We could mulligan. I think we'll get a target for aggression. So we'll go here. Combat ready. Mansion. Nebula ship. A wide stance. Okay. Okay. Let's think about our lives. Let's do a white. Let's do. Let's go combat ready for a white stance. Draw 2 cards. Lethal Intent and a energy. Beautiful. Yes. 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 Got an energy there. Yes. Sick. We'll go energy for a Nebula ship. Nebula ship, and the hand will play Avengers Mansion. I guess we'll draw with Avengers Mansion. It's a Weapons Master. Interesting. We're going to stay down, I think. We go 2 Pyro Schemes for 2 plus a boost, so a 3 loses us this game. This is exactly what we said last time. But we're going to stay down. Yep. Stand up. Keep Weapons Master. We got Melee. Assault Training. Nice. Uppercut. Strength. And a Unyielding Persistence. 2, 4, 6. Sweet. Let's go 1 here. Pyro's going to scheme for 2 plus 1. So that's going to be 3 total. And then we've got a Groundswell. Avalanche activates against you. If he's not in play, go find Avalanche. Where is Avalanche? There he is. And then we've got a Advance. Of course we do. 2, 4. That's going to pop. Of course we do. Each character gains steady. That's going to actually probably be lethal. Giving every character steady does not allow us to roll down safely. Bummer. Okay, here we are. Let's go Mansion to draw into a Groot. Let's go Nebula's ship to play a Weapons Master, which will draw us into a Weapons Master and a Evasive Maneuver. We'll go Melee to play Assault Training. Do we want to Assault Training now? Melee and Melee probably. Or just, actually we just get one. We'll shuffle a Melee back into the deck. Okay. We'll flip up to Nebula. I think we will... I want to play all the cards. Strength and Groot will play Uppercut to take out Avalanche. We will Weapons Master to play Evasive Maneuvering. We'll knock off the Tough. We'll stand up. We're going to keep Unyielding Persistence. We got a White Stance, Psylocke, X, Genius, 2, 4, 5. Go 1 here. Pyro is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost card, plus 0. Reduce it by 1. And we'll discard a Melee and a Assault Training to take 2 indirect damage. 1, 2. And counter card is a Hopping Mad. We're going to go find Toad. Yo. So many minions. Toad chillin'. Discard 1 random card from your hand. He has to go. Alrighty. On our turn, we will look at the encounter cards. Discard 1 and put the rest back. Each minion gains Quick Strike. I don't want that. That would be horrible. Blob activates against you if he's not in play. Reveal him. Werewolf Pack. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can probably take Werewolf Pack as our encounter card and just block with X before Werewolf Pack shows up. We do that, then we take a immovable for our 1 boost. Yeah, we're good with that. Okay, deal 4 damage to a character. We're gonna kill Toad. Then we're going to, I think, Confuse Pyro. Yeah, we'll have Confuse Pyro. We have a X coming out. We're going to Mansion to draw into the Fray. That's fine. Genius into the Fray will play Professor X, which will fully confuse Pyro because everyone has Steady. X will thwart 3 off the main. Why am I exhausted? Should I have been exhausted? Did I do anything? I don't think I did. I don't think I should be exhausted. I don't think I readied myself. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So that's a full confuse. We are going to Wide Stance to play Unyielding Persistence. We will attack for 3 against Pyro. 1, 2, 3. We'll stand up. Actually, we'll use Psylocke to do that, and then we'll use Nebula Ship to play Wide Stance. Okay, we'll stand up. We got Uppercut. There's Home Technique. Cutthroat Ambition. Godslayer. Always in the same hand. Cutthroat Ambition. 2, 4, 5. We'll go 1 here. Pyro is going to attack. We're going to block with Professor X. The villain is Blob. It is not. X goes away. We will discard the top 2 cards and take 1, 2 indirect damage. Werewolf Pack comes out, and we don't have an ally to defeat. Okay. This goes off on our turn. Give ourselves a tough status card. Look at the top 3. Discard 1. We got the Kraken. We got Pyro. And we got Hopping Mad. Yikes. So we're setting encounter, boost, encounter. I think. 2, 4, 6. No, we're setting encounter, boost. Or I guess encounter. Because we're going to flip down and he's confused. We're going to get rid of the Kraken. We'll go 2 for the encounter, which I think surges into Hopping Mad. Okay. Let's go Mansion to draw into a Power of Aggression. Beautiful. Let's go Aggression and... Oh, shoot. Let's go. Aggression and a Godslayer to play Hone Technique. It doesn't work quite how I want it to. We're gonna hang on to Godslayer. We'll use Nebula Ship there. And we'll use Uppercut, Cutthroat for Godslayer. We'll swing to take out... No, the Werewolf Pack is not... We got 2 on Werewolf Pack. We're not going to play Godslayer yet. Sorry about that. I thought Werewolf Pack was unique. It is not, but it makes sense that it's not. Okay. I have 5 health. I don't like that at all. Let's go ahead and attack for 2 here. We'll flip down to Altar. We'll use an Uppercut to play a Cutthroat Ambition, which will draw us 2 cards, Combat Ready, and a Mockingbird. We'll Combat Ready to shuffle a Unyielding, and Weapons Master into the deck? No. I think we want to go to... I think we need to be confusing as much as we can. Study does not prevent confuse, it just makes it a lot harder, so we'll go Evasive Maneuver. Ooh, and then we're going to go Assault Training. Use the last one of that to shuffle in a Melee. I guess Uppercut also works. But we'll have Overkill on the attack. We'll shuffle Uppercut into the deck. No, we're going to do Melee. We're going to do Melee. Melee is a little bit more consistent. And if we get a minion somehow, I don't think we will. If we get a minion... Well, we'll have Toad. So yeah, we'll definitely do Melee then. Because then we'll attack with Melee and both of them have Overkill. So it kind of works out. Okay. We got Mockingbird, Cutthroat Ambition, and Godslayer. I don't love it. I could go Cutthroat Ambition. We'll probably draw into a card next turn. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So there's a chance we don't see a card, which means I want to hold on to Cutthroat Ambition. We're going to toss Blocking Bird and Godslayer. We'll stand up. This way we guarantee it. Got Gamora. Ooh, that's nice. Combat Training. Kit. Unyielding Persistence. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6 into the fray. Alrighty. We're going to add one here. Pyro will confuse. Werewolf Pack will add one. Pyro surges into Hopping Mad, so we'll get a Toad. We didn't draw. Ooh, no, that's fine. Got Mansion to draw us into a Quick Strike. And we'll go Nebula Ship to play a Unyielding Persistence, which will draw us 1, 2. We didn't get the melee. Ah. That's so sad. That's so sad. Ah. Okay. Well, here we are. Nothing we can do about that now, I guess. We will flip up to Nebula. Let's get a Quick Strike into the fray and a Kit to play Gamora. We'll resolve a special ability to remove 3 threat from a scheme. Okay. We'll go Cutthroat Ambition and Uppercut to play Combat Training, I think. That keeps a evasive maneuvering. No, we're gonna keep Cutthroat Ambition instead. Okay. We'll go Gamora, we'll take out the Werewolf Pack, Nebula will take out Toad. And that's gonna be that. Okay, we'll stand up. Get Dalton and counter card. There's the melee. I found the melee. That was sad. I really wanted to hit the melee because I had the overkill. Because that would have been 6 and 6. So it would have been 3 and 4. So it would have been 7 damage to Pyro and taking out both the minions. That's tough. That's tough. Alrighty. We've got a Symbiote, Groot, and Kit. I'm gonna add 1. Pyro is going to attack for 1 plus a boost, which will take 1. Knock the tough. We'll discard a Genius and a Assault Training. So 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. That's tough. Actually, no, we'll keep Gamora around because thwarting is what we need to do. We got Inferiority Complex. We can flip to Alter Ego form and exhaust Nebula to remove this from the game. We are going to do that. We get to save these. And then protect the students. Perfect. 2-4. Sweet. These are not exhausted. Okay. My turn. Mansion will draw us into the fray. Nebula Ship will play Cutthroat Ambition. Draw 2. Psylocke and Wide Stance. We'll go wide stance into the fray, Groot, and melee to play Psylocke. Psylocke and Gamora will thwart, protect the students. Which allows us to search the deck and discard pile for an ally. We have 2 resources, so I'm going to just go grab Ironheart. And we will use a Symbiote Suit and Kit to play Ironheart. I would like to play him, but I think we're in more trouble, and Symbiote Suit does not help us with that. I guess we could play Kit instead. Oh, no, we're going to do Ironheart. Oh, we get to draw a card. Quick Strike. Port 1 here. Do we stand up? We take a lot of... No, we're not standing up. We can't get attacked. So let's stand up. We're going to have to roll the dice and hope we don't get an advance. So Quick Strike. I guess we do have places to spread out. No. Combat Ready. Nice. Lethal Intent. Very nice. Energy. Weapons Master. Lethal Intent. Okay. You got 1. Pyro is going to scheme for 2 plus 1 is 3. And counter card is Brotherhood Beatdown. Pyro take 2 indirect damage. Thank goodness that's indirect. We'll go 1 on Ironheart and 1 on Nebula. Okay. Our turn. Let's go Mansion to draw into a Blocking Bird. We do have a Weapons Master that we can drop onto the table, which will draw us into the fray and Uppercut. Okay. We will heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's play Combat Ready. White's no. Combat Ready will discard cards until we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3. We got a 0 boost, Exhaustion, and Cut Off Guard. We're going to take Cut Off Guard. We're going to toss Exhaustion. Advance will be our boost card, which that's our second advance. Now we do have the Pyro stuff where Pyro will activate. I think that's our second advance. Yeah. Feeling a little... Can confirm the repurposed Spider-Man deck with hand cannons is good. Might run 3 cannons next time instead of 2. Nice. Yeah, especially if you're discarding them. You might as well run 3 and you can just be a little bit safer discarding them. That's awesome. Okay. Let's flip up. We will energy for a Lethal Intent. We'll remove 3 threat. And tough. Quick Strike, Lethal Intent into the fray, Blocking Bird. We will Psylocke, Interrupt, deal 2 damage to Pyro, half Confuse. Mockingbird will hit him for 1. Gamora is going to be a blocker. And we're going to hang on to Uppercut. I think Uppercut is, 3 for 8 right now, which is, I think we're kind of in rush mode. That being said, 4 damage to an enemy. Yeah. We got 1. We got some more combat ready, so we're going to clear this. Hopefully we'll draw into a combat ready. We'll be able to flip down next turn. shuffle in our Cutthroat Ambitions back into the deck so that we can get that overkill back, and then this uppercut gets really, really solid. Gamora's going to hang out. We're going to stand up. Okay. We're gonna yeah, we'll keep this. Power of Aggression, nice. There's another uppercut. There's a combat ready, perfect, and a weapons master, sweet. 2, 4, 5. So what we can do is we can combat ready, shuffle things back in, and then weapons master to draw and hopefully draw into him. We'll add 1. Pyro is going to attack for what we know is 1. I'm gonna block it. If I block it, I keep the tough, and then we'll discard a Professor X and a Lethal Intent. So 2 damage. We'll knock the tough with the 2. So we're about to get another one. Our encounter card is Caught Off Guard, which we will toss a Cutthroat Ambition. Okay. Start of our turn, we will remove 3 threat from a scheme with the Cutthroat Ambition. Boom. We will give Nebula a tough status card. Boom. Deal 4 damage to Pyro. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Wide Stance. I got a Shadows, a Brotherhood Beatdown, a Brotherhood Beatdown. Yikes. 2, 4, 6 cards. So I think we're setting our 2 encounter cards for next turn, which is Brotherhood Beatdown, which is Pyro. Take 2 indirect damage. If we took 4 indirect damage, would we be okay? We could soak 2 of that with the tough. There's 2 instances, and 2 of it with Mockingbird. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go 2 Brotherhood Beatdowns, and we just know what's coming. Psylocke will hit for 2, 1, 2, and fully confuse. She comes off the table. We're not going to uppercut here because we are confused. Uppercut would push. And so instead, let's go ahead and Mansion to draw into an Assault Training. Ooh, that's interesting. Use. Is it? Yeah, it is. Go uppercut to play Assault Training. Comes in with 2. And ready. We will flip down to Nebula. We'll play Combat Ready to shuffle in our Unyielding. Wait, no, not Unyielding. Cutthroat Ambition. And Cutthroat Ambition, I think. Maybe both of them? No, we don't need both of them. So we'll go Wide Stance. Also with the Retaliate ones, I just have not been doing that. I miss the, I don't know why I'm shuffling the discard pile. I miss the ongoing benefits so frequently. Okay. Nebula Ship will play Weapons Master, which will draw us into a melee and a uppercut. Well, that's not a good hand at all. Ah. Alrighty. I was hoping to actually have something to play. Okay. Well, there we are. We're about to shuffle the deck. That's fine. Actually, I guess we don't have to. We can get creative with this. We can take only 1 Brotherhood Beatdown. We have 4 cards. We're going to be drawing up to 6. We have 2, 4, 5 cards. So we can hang on to 2 cards, which is going to be Power of Aggression and an uppercut. Then we will draw 4 cards, 2, 4, leaving a card there, meaning that we don't deck out. We'll take 1 Brotherhood Beatdown. We will have Overkill, and we have a lot of damage. And so we have Overkill Piercing with a lot of damage, meaning that we can push Pyro. Villain has 4. For some reason, I thought he had 2. Yeah, we can push Pyro and be pretty happy with that. Yeah, yeah, this is great. We'll stand up. Okay. We got one going here. Pyro's confused. Brotherhood beatdown triggers. We take 2 indirect damage. We're just gonna put that on Mockingbird. Okay. Now it's our turn. And we know we have a 2 boost coming. Okay, so Gamora will attack Pyro for 2 and get shuffled in. We got a assault training. What do we want to do with the assault training? We want to use the assault training for a uppercut. Put that in here. We got Nebula ship to play Cutthroat Ambition, which will draw us these 2 cards. Oh, we'll get dealt Brotherhood beatdown. Never mind. Okay. Hey, Matt. Hey, Maddie. Hey, we back with more Nebula. We are. We're trying aggression now, and aggression. We lost the first aggression game. Aggression's been kind of tough on us. We're on steady. The first game we had Toad as our first, and he schemed. We stayed down. He schemed for 6, so we lost the first game turn 1. Pyro schemed for 3 and then drew an advance and schemed out, so we lost our first scheme on turn 1 again. And so I am thinking that's a lethal intent. Ooh, that's pretty awesome actually. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and flip up to Nebula. We will go ahead and attack Pyro, which will push Pyro. We'll deal ourselves an encounter card, and we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 is Blob. I think Blob is the easiest. Got 18. And tough. That doesn't matter though. Let's go Symbiote Suit. Yeah. Yeah, I need Symbiote Suit back. Okay. We're gonna use Uppercut to play Weapons Master. Hone Technique, God Slayer. Yeah. Hone Technique. We'll play Lethal Intent with Hone Technique and God Slayer. We will activate 2 Weapons Masters. We have Piercing and Overkill, so that's going to be 8 damage with Piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 11. And then we will Power of Aggression and Evasive Maneuvering Uppercut for 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 3. Okay, we'll stand up. Yeah, this works out really well. Okay. We'll draw into an Assault Training, Power of Aggression, Wide Stance, Lethal Intent, Kit. That's not great. Go 1 here. Blob's going to attack us for 2 plus 3. Tough. We got a Brother Beatdown. Blob, you are stunned. That. We have steady. We are fine. Haha. Joke's on you, Blob. Mutant Terrorist. Search the encounter deck for Brotherhood Side Scheme. Brotherhood Side Scheme. Let's get it. I thought we already passed it, but we did not. There it is. That comes in with 5. Okay. And then we've got Vampire. Vampire attacks with Piercing, deal double damage to Vampire. Sweet. Okay. After a vampire attacks and damages the character, heal all damage from vampire. Okay, so Weapons Master does 8 to vampire on our turn. If that's what we want to do, that's the question, I guess, is do we want to... I think we'll push 3. I think we'll push 3 again, just for fun. Blob, Toad, and Avalanche come in next. 16 or 18 health. I'm trying to figure out if I want to Weapons Master Blob. And then... I think we need to take out Vampire if we're going for 3 villains. Okay, so let's go Weapons Master to kill Vampire. Let's go Weapons Master to kill Blob. Counter card. Toad's even. Avalanche is odd. We got Avalanche. Comes in with Tough. Cutthroat Ambition. Removes 3 from the Brotherhood side scheme. Mansion will draw us into the Fray. No! No, I could have killed Vampire. I could have killed the Vampire with Into the Fray. Okay. Cool. Cool. We got a... Yeah, we got a ship for a wide stance. We'll take out the Brotherhood side scheme. We don't need that in our lives. I took control of Vampire with Phoenix card that turns minions into allies. It was awesome. That's so cool. That's a lot of fun. That's a really cool story. I like that a lot. Nice. Okay, we'll go Soul Training Into the Fray to play Kit. Okay. We're looking for Groundswells, and we're looking for advances. There's one advance. There's one Groundswell. There's 2 Groundswells. There's 2 advance. So we're safe rolling down if we Kit and... Yeah, so we'll use Lethal Intent, Power of Aggression. So ready. We'll thwart 2 here. And we will flip down. Assault Training will shuffle in a uppercut. His uppercut is... I don't think I reset his health. He's at 18. Uppercut is 8 of that. Okay. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. We got 2, 4, 6. So we're stead up. Got X, Quick Strike, Ironheart, Mockingbird, Wide Stance, and a Quick Strike. Okay. We got 1. Avalanche is going to thwart for 2, 5. Alrighty, there you go. 2. Encounter card, Immovable. Blob activates against you. We'll go find Blob. Where's Blob? There he is. Blob has guard too. Not a huge fan of the guarded Blob. That's not fun. And we've got a Protect the Students. Ooh, that may... Oh my goodness, that may be lethal. Because that's Crisis. We're 1 away. We added 1. He's schemed for 3, so we're actually at 6. So we're 1 away from losing. Okay. Our turn. Mansion will draw us into a uppercut. That's what we needed. Nebula ship will drop a wide stance, which will draw into a melee and a genius. That works actually pretty well. Okay. We're gonna go X and Mockingbird Uh, no, if we can't win this turn, we need to play Professor X. Because we need to thwart. We need thwarting. We need thwarting. Okay. Quick strike. Quick strike. We'll play Ironheart. Draw a card into the fray. Into the fray cannot does not work. Does not work. Um but it could. It could work. Let's flip up to Nebula. We'll use Uppercut and Genius. No. We'll use a Mockingbird, a Melee, and a... Did I do my math wrong here? I did do my math wrong here. X. No, I did my math wrong. Dang it. Okay, well, I have information that I would not have had, so unfortunately I don't think I can justify going back. Okay, so that's a bummer. So we'll go Genius and Uppercut. Wait. What did I do? I'm left with 2 cards in my hand. 2 resources in my hand. We use Melee and Genius to play Professor X, which will confuse Avalanche. Actually, I think I have 3, but I don't know what I'm doing. We'll thwart for 4 here. Oh, we get an ally. That was the math. I think... Ah, dang it. I don't know. It's too much to go back. I think I should have had... I do think I should have had 1 more resource because I counted it out that I was 1 resource short for Into the Fray. Okay, so Quick Strikes played Ironheart, which drew me a card. I paid 4 resources for X here. So I'm going to have held on to the melee. And then we get to go find a ally. Which is going to be Groot. I am Groot. Okay. And then we're going to use the 3 of these here to play Into the Fray. On Blob, we're going to take out Blob and remove 3 threat from the main. We'll thwart 2 off the main. Okay. Okay. I think, yeah, that all worked out. Let's stand up. I'm going to draw into Unyielding Persistence, Symbiote, Melee, Energy, and Lethal Intent. So 2, 4, 5. Where are my Cutthroat Ambitions? I still have 1 of them in that deck. Okay. We'll add 1 here. Avalanche is going to attack. We'll block with Professor X. Be 4, 5. And we have to exhaust Ironheart. And counter card is Under Siege. Comes in with 3. Okay. Do both of these. We'll do these in order, I guess. Look at the top 3. 1, 2, 3. I like the cultist. I want the cultist actually. So we are looking at 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're going to be drawing, if we stay in hero form, which I think we're going to be doing, we're going to be drawing 6 cards. So we should be fine. So this will be a boost card. The assault will be a boost card. The cultist will be, I guess we'll do this and then we do it again. So Pyromaniac is going to get discarded with this wide stance. Okay, so we have Bandolier of Stakes as our boost, which is a 0. And then the cultist comes out, which we will be able to overkill soon. Okay. Mansion will draw us into a strength. Interesting. Oh, we could go Symbiote Suit here. Symbiote Suit actually probably does solve a lot of issues. Interesting. He's at 18 health. Let's do it. That's what we're here for, right? We'll go here for a Symbiote Suit. Give us 10 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to 14. And a lot more fun stuff. We'll go Nebula Ship to play Unyielding Persistence. We'll go Melee to play Lethal Intent. Give ourselves a tough status card. We will Thwart for 3 off of Under Siege. And that's going to be the turn. We'll stand up. We will draw 2, 4, 5. Leave 1 card there. There's Cutthroat Ambition. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. We're going to add 1 thread here to the main. Avalanche is going to attack us. We will take it to the face. It's going to be 0. We have to exhaust Ironheart. We lose our tough. Then in counter phase, we get Cultist and Homo Superior. Okay, well, that's not as good with the tough status card. Now that Cultist has 9 health, that's worse. That's worse. Dang it. Okay. That's funny. So now I think instead we go face with Avalanche. Can we do that? Also, we had 4 thwart. Yeah, I think we need to stare Avalanche in the face and see if we can go. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, this goes. We'll get a tough. Mansion will draw us into a Gamora. We get an encounter card. But now we are at 2. We're at 4 attack. We have Kit, so that's 8. That takes him down to 10. Okay. Nebula Ship will Cutthroat Ambition. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack for 4 with Piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll use all of our cards to play Uppercut for 8. Or all of our cards but Psylocke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 6. Cultist is going to bring the Kraken. The Kraken is going to knock tough. Actually, the interrupt may knock tough. We're at, well, we have so much health, though. We're going to toss Psylocke. And we'll stand up. A advance loses us the game. but that's the position we're in. We're going to draw into an energy. We're going to draw into an uppercut, which is lethal. We're going to draw into a Groot, a quick strike, and a power of aggression. We'll add one here. Avalanche is going to attack. We'll block with Ironheart. So 4, 5. There goes Ironheart. We have to exhaust a ally we control. We don't have any. The Cultist is going to hit us for 1, which will knock the tough. And then after the Cultist activates against you, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Kraken and put it into play engaged with you. I'll go grab Kraken. And then Kraken's going to hit us for 2. After the Kraken activates, each other character takes 1 damage. So we'll take 2 damage. 1, 2. That's 6 health. We just can't scheme out. Immovable. Blob activates against you. If he's not there, go find Blob, who has guard, which could pose some issues for us. Okay. We've got a Vampire. And we've got a Brotherhood Beatdown. Avalanche. Exhaust your identity. Okay, so we have guard here. We'll see. Cutthroat Ambition will trigger. Take that down to 1. Mansion will draw us into a God Slayer. Nebula Ship and Energy. We'll play Uppercut. We'll deal 8 to Blob. We don't have Overkill. We lost Overkill. So that's 8 to Blob. We got it. We got it. We will go Power of Aggression for Quick Strike. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6. Yeah, the Power of Aggression Quick Strike right now is 6. We have 4 attack with Hone Technique. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's game. I was also like, we could ready and deal 4 more. I was thinking it was only 4, but I forgot about Hone Technique. I really like the Hone Technique Power of Aggression. Or the Hone Technique Quick Strike build. I think it works for some heroes in some specific builds. But I like it. I think it's cool. I think that's a fun way to do that. That was a tough match. There were a couple of times there. I mean, it came down to encounter cards. If we had drawn the wrong encounter cards, we would have lost the game. But we finally beat the aggression. So there you go. That is aggression for Brotherhood, or the Mansion Attack scenario. That is all 4 games with Nebula. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Nebula. I thought that she was a lot more fun than I remember her being. And so I'm excited to kind of dig a little bit deeper in and then put out a review on her. I don't think she's the best solo hero. Those minions really tried there. Yeah, I mean, if we weren't at the last villain, that would have been lethal. I mean, we would have been done. It would have been tough. It would have been really tough. But yeah, I liked being able to build into all the techniques or just a specific technique and try and run with the overkill type home technique stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, Nebula is a much more interesting character than I remember her being, and so I'm happy. I'm really excited that I was able to kind of do this and redo it. And so that is Nebula. Awesome. Next time I'm streaming Wednesday morning. I'm going to play Final Girl. Final Girl is a newer game to me. It's a game where you are the final girl in like a horror film movie, and you get to take on the bad the bad evil monster. And so I am really enjoying Final Girl, and so I'm excited to stream that. See it for Final Girl Beast Note, and then Friday we're going to be continuing. Actually, we're going to start the Agmar Awakens campaign, or the cycle. So cool stuff coming up this week. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you around. Peace.